Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is a very quick video. I think it will be quick, but I am going to have a 9-loop funky bow tutorial in this one, so it may not be that quick. I'm fixing to just do a little decor out on my mailbox for 4th of July or the Patriotic. And this decor may go, you know, to mid-July or so, and then I'll probably put something else out there for the rest of the summer. But, you know, I do want to do a little bit of a patriotic theme out there on my mailbox. So I have a little arrangement here that I made last year that I want to show you, and then I'm going to make this funky bow. And I bought a couple of picks from Hobby Lobby this morning that I just want to stick down into this little arrangement, and that is going to go back in that little trough that I have in the back of my mailbox. So this is not going to be a big deal, kind of real involved decor. I just want something simple out there to say it's 4th of July. But mine is going to be it's not going to be red, white, and blue. It's going to be burgundy, khaki, and blue. So like a burlap color and blue. So anyway, let me turn around, and I'll show you this little arrangement that I had sprayed Never Wet on. So that's why I wanted to show it. I just pulled it out of my bin. I keep all of my mailbox stuff out in bins in the garage so that I can go out and just grab out what I need when it's time to replace my mailbox decor. So let me turn you around and I'll show you this little can here, and we'll stick a couple of picks in it, and I'll make a 9-loop funky bow, and then we'll head out to the mailbox and decorate that up real quick. All right, I'll be right back in just a second. Okie dokie, here's the can that I was referring to, and I'm gonna wipe it down a little bit here in just a second. I literally just took it off of the mailbox and stuck it in that bin out there. But you can see I did use Never Wet on all of these flowers, and they held up beautifully. You know, this one is a little faded, so you can't help that a little bit, but as far as them like wilting and dying on the vine, they sure didn't do that. I may replace this one, because it is faded. I may go out and get a new one of that one. And that's obviously where the sun hit it. So let me go grab one of these, and I'll be right back, and we're gonna stick I might have some more of these too that I can stick in it. All right, I'll be right back. Just gonna use a little Windex on a paper towel. Now I'm going to make a funky bow, 9-loop funky bow. For those of you who don't know, I do have a funky bow cheat sheet on my in my blog, and I will give you a link to that. There's always a link to that in my description, by the way, to that particular blog. And you can just scroll through the blog until you see funky bow cheat sheet, and it's a PDF, and you can download it and print it off for yourselves. Okay, so here we go. I've got 3 different patterns of ribbon, and I have 3 of each pattern of ribbon cut at 24 inches long. Each strip of ribbon equals 1 loop in the funky bow. Then I have 1 long strip left because I'm going to tie it into the back of it, and this is what I'm going to use to tie it onto my mailbox. So we're going to start out just by folding it right in half, just like that. I'm going to go to about 5.5 inches and make each loop right about 5.5 inches long. Then I'm going to go to that back tail and see how it's not double-sided ribbon, it's one-sided ribbon. I need to twist that and bring it forward. But even if it is one-sided ribbon, or two-sided ribbon, I still twist that back tail, just because I like it all running in the same direction, at least when I'm making the bow. Okay, here we go with the second loop in our pattern of ribbon. Go to 5.5 inches on my board and turn it, twist it. and turn that loop down from center, center being my thumb. And go to that back tail and twist. And there's loop 1 and loop 2 of our 9 loop funky bow. And we go to the 3rd ribbon in our pattern, go to 5.5 inches and pinch. And I load them in side by side by side. I don't pile them on top of one another. I load them in side by side by side. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Every time we add a loop, we're going to turn that loop the opposite direction of the loop that the loop was turned before it. Go to 5.5 inches and turn it down from center this time. And go to that back tail and twist. Second one in the pattern. 5.5 inches. Add it in and go to that back tail, twist. The 3rd one in the pattern, 5.5 inches, and turn it, but I want the stars going in the same direction, so I kind of turned it and then flipped it the other way, so the stars were all pointing, all the stars in the bow, see that, are pointing in the same direction, and twist. One more time through the pattern. Again, switching directions of that loop every time you add one. 5.5 inches, pinch it in. And I'm allowing that ribbon to kind of, let me get this back tail twisted. I'm allowing it to run back into kind of the crook of my hand there. I'm not holding it with just my fingers, and I'm letting up on the pressure, which really helps my hand not to cramp so much. Go with the second to the last loop, fold it in half, go to about 5.5 inches and twist. Pinch it in. Back tail and twist. And then the last one, 5.5, and the stars are going to be running in the correct direction. Go to that back tail and twist. Get your pipe cleaner, put it over the top. Find the center as best you can of the pipe cleaner and of the bow. Pull the bottom around the bottom and the top around the top. And use the hand that you're holding the bow shut with as resistance. And get these other fingers and your other hand up as close as you can to the back of the bow and twist, 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 twist. Then I'm going to go ahead and add, okay, and then as I always say, the most important part of any bow, funky or not, is the fluffing. So we just take some time to fluff, fluff, fluff. And there we go. Chris is not here to help me today, so I might need to just go out and get my bail box set up, and then I'll take you out and show you the finished product. It's not hard, trust me. So I may do that. I've got a new, not a new one, I got my mailbox cover from last year. And so let me go out and get my mailbox set up and my bow tied on, and then I'll come back and show you how my mailbox looks. All right? Okay, be back. Okie dokie, everybody. Here I am out at my mailbox, and I just finished putting all of my stuff in this little trough back here. You can see we have a little trough, and I've got like the Oasis, I can never remember what that stuff is called, that I've sprayed with Never Wet before I started to build this decor. You can see that I have the can set back here, but I'm not worried about seeing the can. I'm more interested in seeing the florals and the arrangement. And this is a solar mason jar. I'm not even sure it still works. I keep saying that. I need to come back here and check. I did add a little cotton, and there's that other pick. I used that. And There is my funky bow. And there is my mailbox cover that I got last year and I'm reusing again this year. Again, I reuse as much of my decor as I can. Sometimes the outdoor decor gets a little faded, like this flag that I have used for over a decade every year. Not only here on this mailbox, this is the 5th or 6th year out here. Obviously it needs to be painted and it needs a little help. But if you would like signs like this, hanging signs, you can find them at paperclassics.com. And they also come with they don't come, you have to buy the bracket. But I had this hanging from a bracket, and all of my different signs throughout the seasons hanging off of my front porch at my other house. I had a wooden front porch. So I couldn't use that bracket any longer here, so I decided this is where I was going to use these little signs. You can see they're on little hooks underneath there. So I also added some greenery out here. I have a nice little long garland, well, that's a pick right there. And then I've got garland wrapped around too. And I will show you a picture of everything. Gareth had mentioned that I asked Chris to make me a magnetic little piece to go over my numbers so that I can show you everything here when I'm videoing, but we haven't gotten around to that yet, guys, so I will just show you a picture at the end of everything. There's our house back there. You can barely see it. All the trees are in bloom and beautiful. It is stinking hot out here today. Chris is mowing, if you can hear the lawnmower going. Got a little mail to go out. But this is it, my Patriotic mailbox. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I love adding this greenery. I just love it. I think it just brings it all together. But anyway, now I'm going to spray some of my Never Wet for fabric. I'll give you a link for this, but if you can't find it, find the link. You sure can probably find it on Amazon or in Lowe's or Home Depot, maybe Walmart. I've not seen it in Walmart, but it may be in there. I've just not looked for it, to be honest. They do have a 2-system Never Wet at the dollar store, but it comes with 2 cans and 2 steps, and I prefer this, to be honest with y'all. So anyway, I'm going to spray it on here, and this really does keep fabrics nice. If you have berries in your decor, I would not use it on berries. And it really doesn't stop too much with fading, but you know, it does help keep it nice throughout, at least this season. And most of these florals are from last season. So, but anyway, that's it. Let me see if I can turn this around and do some final words. I'm gonna go up there and stand in a shade tree, I think. I'll be right back and we'll do some final words. Oh, I decided just to do it right here. What in the world? It's all right if y'all see the sun in my eyes and me sweating a little bit, huh? You know I've been working. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I sure appreciate it. I hope that all is well with everyone. And for those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. With all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Mwah. Bye-bye.